Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fallen Stunners team page YouTube channel. An introduction about myself. My other half, the other half for the moment, is name's Danny Bo. Goes. Actually, I don't think he's got a nickname. But yeah, link to our separate channels are gonna be in the description. My name is Franklin. I guess I'll go by Lobo here in the team channel because it's my nickname. Reason our team name is Fallen Stunners is because I like Fabled, and Fables are somewhat of like fallen angels, and Danny, he likes stun decks. So to start off, obviously deck profile of none other than Fables. Alright, we'll start with the traps. Play 2 Solemns, Warnings, could have been Judgment, but no. And 3 Reckless Greeds. You know, this huge draw power. Usually end up drawing to a whole bunch of things that I need, and I usually don't set them like that first turn. I wait till I might use 2 at a time or all 3, because then sometimes if I only have like 1 card in my hand, use Reckless Greed, I could screw myself over. Now for the spells, so yeah, I only run 5 traps. For the spells, that's why I don't fear heavy or none of that. Pot of Duality, or sorry, Pot of Avarice. I can't play Duality. This deck special summons like crazy. But Pot of Avarice, because one thing it also does is get monsters to the graveyard like crazy. The only real defense I have is Scapegoats, and I also use it for Synchroning. In my other channels, you also notice a lot of deck profiles. Like, I've never done this. This is more of my competitive deck. I do a lot of more fun decks. I'd rather have fun. I've never been to a regionals. Furthest I've gone is to locals tournaments. I've topped. Well, I would have topped, but they decided to, because of the point system. Whoever, I don't know what it. I guess it's because I only could do top 8, but there was like 11 people that, like 8 people that had the same number of points. I was unlucky, but it was fun. I think I played Fabled too. Yeah, I did. Mind Control, kind of a staple. I also use it for synchroning and XYZ summoning. Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. I run 2 instant fusions because I run 3 fusion monsters. I use them for my synchro plays, or actually I have a level 5 fusion monster. I use them to exceed. I play triple MST. I do a lot of, since I don't play a lot of back row, I destroy a lot of back row. I don't run Heavy Storm because a lot of people are running 2 torrentials now, and so Starlight is a main in decks. I might even main it myself, but it's a lot of monsters, so it's not much space. Alright, so for the Fabled monsters, we got Fabled Kushano. Only need 1 of him because 2 would be way too. It will clog you up so much. You only need 1 to set off your effects of your other Fabled monsters. Fabled Chawa, run 3. It's one of the discard agents. Discard agents. So I have better I use them to discard Fabled Crucible, one of the best tuners. Fabled Chawa is also an awesome tuner. 3 Crucibles for tune or synchroing. 2 Ganeshas. He was level 3. 3 Grimrow. I might put in 2 Crews. I used to put 2 Crews, but it's kind of clog my deck. Sometimes I would just try it and not be able to use it. You know, at least with most of these, at least the tuners, you know, I can use instant fusion or something, and they don't have to be discarded to be useful. Alright, for everything else, we got 1 Sandkin to search for Phantom Skyblaster, or Chawa, Cerberus, you know, things like that. Small monsters. I run Fabled, I'm sorry, not Fabled. Phantom Skyblaster because, excuse me, you know, summon him, that's like 2 tokens already, or 2 synchro materials already, and you know, I special summon. So you know, in this deck, normal summoning is a waste. So you have to make it count, and he definitely makes it count. I don't have much backward protection, so Dark Hole me is the only protection I have, so I can drop him. 3 Snipe Hunters. I'm looking for 2 more super rares, another discard engine, and also he can get over a lot of things like Stardust, Shien, and anything that protects, like Shien. They have the 6 Samurais have this trap card that protects them from being destroyed. Man, something was in them. It's counter rare. He can get over that because it's not definitely not a sure thing. Running 2 Tangles, obviously, because of the new format. And to replace that Tango, I run this for extra protection. The Tango is still a good monster to synchro. I'm putting a Spell Striker because I run a lot of spells, so level 3 is definitely a benefit. That I can just special summon is definitely a benefit in my deck. This deck draws a lot, so I don't really need more. Sometimes I don't even need this max C. But if I do, I probably would do it for side decking against windups. And last, the Blackluster Soldier. There's a lot of darks and lights. Why not, you know? Awesome effect, great attack. Alright, so that's for the deck. The extra deck, we got Fabled. Unicorn is awesome to lock the game with him. You know, your opponent can't do much, and he's got to figure out a way to get rid of him, use resources for him. My draw engine, Fabled Raging. I mostly sometimes don't have no cards on hand. His effects will always go off as I saw him warning him. I also run Hyper Librarian, so I do a lot of synchro summoning. But this is aside for one of the cards that I'm testing out. Yeah, Bionic, you know, not self-explanatory. Black Rose Dragon, just to nuke the field if I need to, but I gotta be careful when I do. Ancient Sacred Reaver and go for those OTK plays, which I've actually done, and actually he's gotten pretty strong. Stardust to protect my monsters from Dark Hole, stuff like that. Scrap Dragon has a great effect. And here are the three fusions, sorry, level 5, level 4, and level 3. Instant Fusion is not a dead draw if I have a tuner. You know, play Instant Fusion and I can go into any of these, and then any other material I need, like Chawa. With her, I could go to Unicorn and all that stuff. This is the card that I'm testing right now in instead of a Hyper Librarian, because sometimes I find myself having a Tengu and maybe a Fabled Grimrow. What can I do with a Grimrow if I don't have no Fabled monsters except, you know, overlay? It's also light, and it's still one of the best Exceed monsters. I run Tyrus because I have a lot of level 5. When I used to run him, when I do run him, he's a level 5, 2 Ragins, and then on top of that you have a synchro, or I'm sorry, a fusion that I can instant fusion into it. Number 17. I prefer him over a lot of other threes because his effect to detach is not situational, you know. I can easily go into him with what's his name? That one guy, Cruciano. He's level 3 with Spell Striker or something like that, and be able to put Cruciano into the graveyard. That's when Cruciano's effect is very crucial for my plays. And number 30 has to go for games. Awesome card. I've actually summoned him once against my teammate, and yeah, ended up beating him. I think here's the reason he ended up scooping, as they say. I don't use these terms. For the side deck, you guys want to see my tokens, you know. You never go into more than 2 Sky Blasters, and this is for the scapegoats. Different color. Whatever, spider gores. But yeah. Side, I said 2 Black Horns of Heavens for windups and monsters that have special, probably just for the mirror match too. 2 Crusade of the Forbidden Spells, negate field spell cards like Necro Valley, Dark gets the Dark World. Dark World's actually one of my toughest matchups, and so are Gravekeepers. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. It's, most of my monsters light, so I need their effects. 2 debunks used to be most also for plants, but you know, now with Glow Bulb gone, it's not much of a concern. But it's still good for Veilers or Maxis and Raffas and all those other Dark Worlds. Honest for decks we have like huge beaters like Obelisk desks. Like once I was playing, you guys know him, probably know all the Divine One. I got my Weaver to 4,000 something attack, so I was able to run him over his Obelisk with Wyvern, but fortunately he had Veiler that main phase, so that gave him an extra turn. But you know, for a situation like that, when you're facing an Obelisk or a high attacking monster, the only way to attack, kill him is to overrun them, because he might make him immortal with that hard armor dragon something. I don't remember, but it was you can't be destroyed by card effects. Yeah, and this is great for those situations. 2 Thunder Kings, 2 Veilers, and 2 Crows for Insectors and Dark World and stuff like that. You know, they put their Foolish Burial to the Foolish Burial, their Hornets. You know, all I gotta do is drop Crow. It gives me an extra turn, all that stuff. At least I hope. But yeah, hopefully my teammate will put up his deck profile. Don't know what else content to put up. You know, give me suggestions. I mostly do trading, so that's what my channel is mostly about, trading and on occasion some duels and all that stuff. But yeah, also give me suggestions on the deck. I'm thinking running 3 Royal Decrees instead of 3 Reckless Reckless Greaves. That way I can save myself from torrentials. I see a lot of back row now. You know, torrential bottomless. You know, decrease save me from all that, especially a deck that needs the type of protection. Just let me know, guys, and comment, and links to other channels are going to be in the description. At least mine for now, until my partner logs in. Alright, guys, take care.